Hey, what's up guys? So I really want to make this video because I've been hearing a lot of people make like 3, 4, 5, 6 videos about Paige and Del Rio. Paige did this. Paige hired lawyers. Del Rio got fired. Del Rio going TNA. Del Rio's going Lucha Underground. Del Rio just quit. Del Rio had a press conference. Del Rio did this. Paige did this. Oh my god. Congrats TMZ. I understand that Paige and Del Rio are probably like the biggest thing going on in wrestling right now. At this point, they kind of look like CM Punk and AJ to a point, if you kind of get what I'm saying. In 2014, CM Punk left WWE, and then a couple months later, AJ Lee left. So now we're seeing Del Rio's left. Might give it a couple more months, and Paige might leave. Let me first start off by talking about Del Rio. So Del Rio, as we all know, like yesterday, he was officially released, and WWE gave a statement of him being released from the WWE. One thing that they didn't say when they gave the release is that we wish you the best luck in your future endeavors. That's usually something they say when stuff ends on a good term, or they just fire you because it's spring cleaning. So for one, that made me think a little bit, but then I was like, okay, you know, okay, maybe someone just didn't type it. But then Del Rio tweeted something out and said they ended on good terms, which based off what you've seen on the surface, because that's all anyone ever knows is the surface of the situation, because I'm not Del Rio, you're not Vince. We know nothing. Del Rio had a press conference yesterday and he was talking about how he has left the WWE and that they ended on good terms. And one thing that he mentions that in his contract there was a 90-day no-compete clause. When most guys, when you see them leave the WWE, they usually take off a lot of time. It's not because they're getting their mind together, it's because they have this clause in their contract that says, if you step in that ring, we're gonna get every lawyer in David Otunga on you. But Del Rio, being just a very smart businessman, he really didn't need to go back to WWE, but the money and the time was right when he went back. This isn't a fact, but when he signed back, I'm pretty sure that he signed for $1.3 million guaranteed. As in, I stepped through that curtain, you give me a milli. But Del Rio also said that he wasn't happy with the position that he was in the company at the time, and can you really blame him? Mex America, League of Nations, can't really be mad at the guy. And that whole like superstition on like once you come to WWE, a lot of guys change up their wrestling ability. You can kind of see that just a little bit because when Del Rio was in Lucha Underground and Ring of Honor and all these other places around the world when he wasn't in WWE for a short amount of time, that his wrestling ability all the way up. It was all the way up. I didn't know that because when I was watching him, I just thought he was really boring. And then I see him come back, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. And then he started having these boring matches again. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it couldn't get any worse than that. No. Good. It wasn't one of those press conferences where you go live on Facebook, you just talk for like 20 minutes. No, he had like a big setup in like a Hooters. I don't even know where it was. It had Alberto Del Rio in the background, which is the wrestling name he goes by when he's like in different companies besides the WWE. He said he doesn't want to be exclusive to the CMLL. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's right. Or AAA, because he wants to be able to pull double duty and he wants to work, you know, in all promotions that he can. In 2 years, he wants to retire. I don't know if it was Ryback just make himself look better. But Ryback, as he said, he charges $4,500 per appearance. So Del Rio, being a bigger draw than the big guy, he can charge a lot more. And then you look at the schedule, the traveling, expenses and whatnot to go into that. You gotta eat. He's actually probably making a lot more money than he would wrestling in WWE. Hey, there's more to him than rental cars. Del Rio said because they left on good terms that there is a possible chance of him to return. I'm just gonna say that's not gonna happen. He's not going back. Let's face it, him and WWE's over. He had a great run. He held the world title, he held the WWE title. He won the biggest Royal Rumble in history. It's okay. You can leave. You accomplished a lot. Now we have Paige. Paige has signed for a 3-year contract. That means if she left now, she did not compete anywhere for 3 years. Sure, she'll be only 27 when those 3 years are over, and maybe she'll come back to WWE or go somewhere else. But 3 years is a long time to still keep yourself relevant. Wrestling, sadly, as you don't want to admit to it, is sports entertainment. You gotta keep yourself relevant. You need to keep yourself relevant in the world of entertainment, and you can't do that if you can't wrestle, because that is your career, and you can't do your career. It's like Justin Bieber, stop singing, because I don't want to go in Whole Foods and Paige is like just checking out my broccoli and crap. My thing about it is like, it looks like WWE was okay with Del Rio leaving. Goes like, okay, keep letting on good terms and stuff. But because Paige, I feel like it's been kind of flipped, and now they're like kind of either pouncing on her, or she's just having a really bad attitude about it. I don't really know all that. From my perspective, it looks like WWE's on different terms with Del Rio than they are on Paige. Paige is not making $1.3 million. Looking at the time that she's in WWE, I don't really know if she's someone that knows how to save her money, right? Because it's so good. Look at you, girl. But travel expenses, food, everything that goes into being a WWE superstar, and it's not like she was making that John Cena or Sheamus or Randy Orton Big Show type of money. Career-wise for Paige, it's probably smarter if she just stayed in WWE because she's super young. She has a contract that's gonna last like forever. And unless she had thought about other things to do outside of wrestling, making that same type of money situation probably won't be there. So all you really have is ADR. But from what it looks like, because again, we're only on the surface of the situation, none of us really know any good details to really make an actual opinion. From what it looks like, two things. Paige is just following Del Rio because she just wants to be with him, which again, there's nothing wrong with that when it comes to your relationship. Career-wise, that's kind of a little iffy. And for WWE, it kind of looks like a double standard, to be honest. Surface-wise, again, you know, we don't know anything. Paige is talking about getting legal representation. That could mean two different things. One, she's just trying to get out of contract. She just wants to just leave, right? Or is WWE saying, hey, you're in this contract for a minute. You want to leave, and you know, if you don't want to be here, I don't want you here. Let's settle this legally. All that is simply just opinion, surface opinion. I'm gonna keep saying it. None of us know what we're talking about. All we know is the surface. Are you Paige's family? Are you WWE Creative? Are you Del Rio's family? Are you on Del Rio's management team? He's a rich man. I know he has some people with him. Is the only opinion we can have is simply the surface, because we just don't know anything. That sounds kind of harsh, but it's really true. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like, comment, share, and always subscribe. Said that already. We out.